I have been waiting for this moment for a long time. We can see price approaching the wedge and some major resistance area. We can possibly see a breakout to the sky, or we can see a short-term stagnation. Stay tuned, more to follow. Hey guys, it's Jay here from StakeMentor, bringing you today's Bitcoin technical analysis. Before I start, I want to do a quick shout out to Blank Space. He's been involved in my community for a long time now. He comments on my videos on a regular basis. Really appreciate you being part of this, and hopefully you learned something. So really, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And for any new people, who are watching this today, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. I do these videos on a daily basis, and the more followers and viewers I have, the more it gives me encouragement to keep on going what I'm doing, and potentially also branching out into other coins, Ethereum, Litecoin. And if you follow me, you'll see that I get most of my predictions quite correct. So what happened yesterday? So yesterday, what I wanted to see is essentially the price breaking above this 10,800 level. And the reason why I picked this level, this line here, is because we could see some major resistance. So resistance. And what do I mean by resistance? Resistance is essentially what I mean where the price goes to that point, above that point, and closes below. So for instance, the bar here, you can see price went literally above it and came literally back to the same area as before, under the 10,800 level, and stopped. So, and then what I wanted to see is, yesterday, if you watched my video, I wanted to see a breakout above the 10,800 level, into this space, and a close into this space. And the reason why I love a close above the space, which means is there is essentially approval from the market that we have now broken this resistance and we are approaching the next one. Similar happened over here. You can see like the resistance, price broke up and we had this crazy run up here. So I wanted to see that breakthrough. We got a break, we got a push much higher to the 11,600 area, which I'm not too surprised about, which are the bar highs over here. So over here you can see resistance around the 11,500 area. So what is going to happen next? So next, this is where things are going to get very exciting for me. Let me get rid of this. This is going to be very exciting for me because we're approaching essentially this wedge. And if you guys have been following me for the last few weeks, you realize I've been very close in terms of having this wedge as a key indicator how things going to progress. So the reason why I like this wedge, if you think about it, price broke through, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down. So what I want to see here is, now let me just get rid of all these lines. What I want to see here is, so there's a few things which can happen here. One thing is perhaps price will break through, pull back, and do a small reversal to the downside. So essentially a reverse pin bar, similar to this. Yeah, doesn't mean price is gonna go short term. It could mean because we had this huge bull run, you could see potentially like a pin bar forming here, and price closing below and going slightly back and then sort of breaking out. Or the other thing we could see is actually price is so bullish at the moment that instead of seeing a pin bar or a pin bar like this, what we could potentially see is just price halting here and then breaking out and closing above this level. And psychologically, the moment we close above this level, I think it's a very good position. We're going to get a very healthy way to potentially see a run to much higher, because the way support and resistance works is, think about it, if I think this is going to happen and I've thrown this wedge, I know a lot of other people have done exactly the same thing. So what will happen is, the moment we trigger and close above here, all these buy orders will be triggered, and we could potentially see a run up. Likewise, there's always a chance that the bulls will come into game and we can see a pin bar forming and price can shoot down. So watch this place very closely. I'm a big fan of these trades where you have a confluence, which means you have price action, so you have a bar, you have some sort of pattern coming along, you have a round number. So if you look here, you can see that we're looking at the 11,500 area, so this level resistance here. So there's a, and if you look around this resistance, oh my god. So let me just, I hope you guys can see what I mean here. You can see how price flips around this area, right? You can see price here flips to the downside, comes back to the upside and goes up. So this area is a very one close to watch, because I think if we see a breakout here, I'll be very bullish. If we see a pin bar, again, it could be a quite interesting things to happen. So stay tuned, watch closely what's going to happen here. And always, you know, if you enjoyed what I've just mentioned to you, subscribe, please. And the other thing as well is, as always, I'm not a financial advisor, so please make your own decisions before putting any trades on. In this sense, that's it from me today, and I hope to see you guys soon.